Becoming the best version of yourself, prayer is never enough. So, there's something I learned from someone that I felt like sharing and talking about. So, um, I'll be saying, I'll be using tenant 1 and tenant 2 here. I'll be using tenant 1 and tenant 2 here. So, tenants, there's these two tenants. So, they were having like some clash though. They were having like some clash, and then the most heated clash that resulted in this separation happened on this fateful day. I'm not going to go into details because it's not necessary here. So when they had this misunderstanding, this quarreling, this fighting, the children, there's something beautiful I learned. The children of tenant 1, let me use it that way, tenant 1 is a more advanced tenant. The children of tenant 1 wanted to interfere in the quarreling with tenant 2. So tenant 1 children was like trying to talk from the window, these compound issues, this person quarreling with this person insulting this person, you are crazy, you're stupid, stuff like that. So the children of tenant 1 was like wanting to support their parents from the window, and immediately they were like, immediately they wanted to like raise their voice and start insulting tenant 2. The parents of tenant 1 immediately shut the children up and drove them inside, like don't ever interfere in adult conversation, in adult quarreling. Now I was like, wow. Despite they were, like while I was growing up, back in the days when there was still like a whole lot of hard times in the country, like now things are way better in the country. You get, now you see like people living very well compared to like back then, when you see, before you could even see somebody that is living in a very good 3 bedroom or a duplex, it's very difficult. Back then you see two tenants quarreling, this one is something, this one gbasgbos, chaos here and there, and then you see the children of one of the tenants, probably that one having more advanced children, they will start insulting, throwing insult at the other adult tenants, not even considering that they are even children. I know a lot of you must have experienced stuff like that in your place of living back then. You see children involving in adult conversation, like you are crazy, they will be insulting adults simply because the adult is insulting their parents. You get, so I was really surprised when that thing was happening that day, and the parents of children 1 like shut them, like don't ever interfere in adult conversation. And I was like, wow, that's nice. Then after the whole issue that day, I still noticed something. Despite there was like a very serious gbasgbos, the next day, can you imagine that children of tenant 1 still saw tenant 2 and they were like, good morning sir, good morning sir. They were still greeting tenant 2 the next day like, good morning, good anywhere, good morning, good morning. And I was like, wait, so is it not these two tenants? Because because when I was growing up, you see, I've seen it a lot of time. Even it still happens now. You see two people having issue. The parents will now want their children, don't ever talk to this person. If you see this person, don't greet this person. This person is they will now be spoiling spoiling these other adults to their children. And then you will now see, based on this two adults is having issues, you will now see children bringing children into the issues. Children will now start keeping enmity with adults, somebody that is old enough to mother you or father you. They will see this adult, they will just pass, they will not greet nothing, they will just. And I was like, wow, this is actually a fantastic parenting. Even if the parents are somehow, even if the parents are bad, but for the fact that they could actually shun their children in the course of a heated argument with a fellow tenant. They could caution their children to stay off the conversation, and they could still admonish their children to greet that same tenant the next day when they sees the tenant. I was really, really impressed, and I felt like sharing it. Like, it's not really nice to involve children into adults quarreling. It's not really nice to involve children into adult enmities. You know why? Because tomorrow you never can tell where your children will meet with that your neighbor. You never can tell where your children will meet with that your tenant. You never can tell where your children will meet with that your brother. Just because two brothers are having issues, you are involving your children into it. When this life is a miracle itself, your children can be in deep need tomorrow, and the only person that could help is that your brother that you are keeping grudges, that you are holding enmity with, that you are now spoiling because you are having issue with your brother because your brother is bad. You are now spoiling your brother to your children just to continue the issues. Because your tenant is bad, you sit your children down and you are now spoiling your children, spoiling your tenant to your children, so they could pick up the issue with your tenant, not even considering the age, not even considering family, not even considering anything. So it's actually a good parenting to keep children off your issues. If you're having an issue with your brother, keep your children out of it. If you are having an issue with your sister, keep your children out of it. If you are having an issue with your neighbor, keep your children out of it. It has nothing to do with your children. That is how to become one of the ways of becoming the best version of yourself. Keep your children out of issues. Don't say because this person insults me, tomorrow you not tell your children when they see this person they should not go and greet. Abba. Even if your brother self spoiled your name to your destiny helper, it's not enough to now tell your children to continue that enmity with the children of your brother. Okay? The best way to live is becoming the best version of yourself. It will ease up things for you, honestly. It will ease up things for your family. It will ease up things for your children. Okay? So good parenting, it's highly recommended. See you.